Okay, it's a tasty one this weekend. It's the Yorkshire Derby. It's Leeds against Huddersfield. Let's check in with our Leeds expert, Ben. Good evening, Ben.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm good. Yeah, there's a rumour that the Bamford's penalty is still sailing over the top of the Bet365 somewhere. You want to start there?
I'd rather you didn't, but I just don't know why they let him take it. To be honest, it was shocking, wasn't it?
He's missed a couple in the Premier League, didn't he? Against Arsenal and Newcastle, I think, as well. I mean, what
Three
is
in a row.
this? Is he trying to do some sort of redemption or
I
thinking on?
think he's trying to do it, but it's like it, just stay away. It's not happening. Just let someone else take it. Let us go 1-0 up and put the game to bed in a game that we didn't deserve to win anyway.
Yeah, it's a funny old game. Let's talk about Norwich game first because 2-0 down at half time. However, that could have been 4-2 to you because Leeds in this first half just couldn't put the chances away. Second half, though, crikey, you continued the same vein. In fact, you found your chances and you won out. Nice, comfortable winners in the end, 3-2 with some cracking goals in there as well. What was your view of that game?
One word: Somerville.
Yeah,
What a player! Kid's 21. He's just going to get better and better, ain't he? Yeah. To be fair, I was like half time. I didn't want to watch anymore. It just felt like nothing was going to happen. But we got a bit of fortune with the first goal, and then after that, there was only one winner in the game.
yeah. Well, Somerville gets the plaudits. The ball out to him by Rutter was something else as well, wasn't it? And you've got a nice midfield there that's pinging balls around nicely, haven't you?
Thing is, with Ruter, I've said it over and over again that I thought he was in the wrong position, and yet Farker just continues to prove me wrong because he's just incredible. Doesn't matter where he is on the pitch, he toys with players. You can see a young lad having fun playing football and just playing with a smile on his face constantly, and he just enjoys it, doesn't he? He enjoys it. You can see it. It's just amazing. It's great to watch. It really is.
And just a word on games, if you would, as well, because I haven't watched a full game myself. You've watched every single one because you go to them, but he seems to be getting quicker, and he seems to be like the old Dan James from before. Is that correct, or am I missing something just from the highlight?
Yeah. Something's happened since he's come back. He said when he came back from loan from Fulham that he wants to. He wasn't even interested in jumping ship. He wanted to prove a point and prove that he is a good player. And I don't know, whatever he's doing, he's working hard. And yeah, he does look quicker. It's not even that; it's his final ball. As you all know, it's always his decision making that's been a problem, and he just seems to. Yeah, he does still get it wrong, but he's making the right decision at times as well, which hence why he's got 4 or 5 assists as well. So
Yeah.
he's looking a real threat.
Picking that Norwich game and everything that was good about it, how surprised were you at the starting team sheet at Stoke then? Dropping key players, changing a few things around. I mean, yes, Stoke were a different prospect to Norwich, but is this one on the manager, this loss?
Potentially. I mean, you could tell first half we just wasn't there at all. Fair play to Stoke, they battered us. It could have been out of sight at half time. The changes came on and the tide did change again until that penalty miss. And then obviously the Stoke fans got up, they got their back up, and we just didn't look like scoring.
Yeah. I mean, look at that shot again, and I noticed that Bamford played for that penalty. So rather than taking the shot on his weaker right foot, he just lets the ball roll, and instead he's concentrated on leaving his legs where the defender is. He plays for the penalty. It frustrate fans, or pure fans of football. You're thinking, crikey, it's your weaker foot, but have a go. It's
I
a
think
shooting
it's one of
position.
them though. It's like, yeah, I know what you mean, but that's on the replays. Everything's slowed down.
Yeah.
In that split second, you want to take that chance, and depending where your balance is, you're not going to be able to take the snapshot or whatever. So I think it was probably, looking at the position of where he was for the goal, it's probably right to go for his right foot, because then you've got the bottom left corner. I mean, we got the penalty anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But 12 yards out, come on, hit the target. I did that with my left leg and I ain't even got one.
So 70th minute against Huddersfield and you get a penalty this weekend. Who's taking it?
Somerville.
Okay.
Rooster. Perot.
Anyone but Bamford.
Anyone.
Okay. Right, we'll look forward to the Huddersfield game with you in a second. Cheers for now, Ben. Okay, let's look ahead to this one and a bit taste of this one. First of all, obviously, as a non-Huddersfield fan, Mark, talk to us about this match. What does it mean for Huddersfield fans? Is it the first one you look for when the fixtures come out?
Yeah, pretty much, because we don't have anyone else local apart from Sheffield Wednesday this season. It's always tasty. I went to school in Leeds and been a town fan growing up in Leeds and stuff like that. The amount of nonsense I got as a kid. Basically, town were rubbish back then, and Leeds were doing all right. So there's friendly rivalry, friendly banter, and all that kind of stuff. That's where it's got to start and stop. Take mick out of each other all week. Say it on pitch. Sunday, just have a laugh, and that's it. That's where it's got to start and stop. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest.
Ben, happy memories of playing Huddersfield?
Ish. Last few seasons that we've actually come up against each other haven't always been a happy stomping ground, but I can't see any different this weekend. It's yeah, they're in turmoil, aren't they? Sorry to say. Shipping 4 against Cardiff. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Team news, Ben. Did you keep the same team and go back to the Norwich team?
We need to switch it. I mean, Anthony was terrible. Well, he's a great player on his day, but he just wasn't in the game at the weekend. And I thought Nonto, you can tell he's been injured for God knows how long, because he was shocking as well. Get Somerville back, get James back, and keep. I'll probably take Gray away from right back as well. As good as he is, he's only a 17-year-old kid. He needs a rest. Put an actual right back in there. He's not a right back anyway. Get Ayling back in. Just go for the juggernaut. Let's embarrass him.
Okay. Mark, what team are you picking? Team changes?
Oh, well, you just don't know what Darren Moore's going to do. That's the problem. He's not settled on a settled 11 since he's taken over. I think Town's first team, if you want to call it, like first 11 players, might do something for 70 minutes, but it's all about the bench. All about the bench. We haven't got that strength what Leeds are going to have off the bench. You know, even if you put Archie Gray on the bench, or if you leave Somerville on bench and stuff like that. I've seen Somerville this season play for Leeds, and he is a quality player.
Unbelievable, isn't he?
Yeah, it really is. And it's kind of, it might sound weird, but what's going to help Town this on Saturday, if they can frustrate Leeds, is Leeds as fans. Because Leeds will be going into that game on Saturday thinking we should be rolling Town over, and ultimately they should do, because we're just not good enough. For some reason, mentality's just gone out of the team at the moment. But if you can frustrate Leeds United to 70 minutes and don't concede those silly, sloppy goals, what we've been conceding and things like that, and you get a Bamford who misses a sitter or whatever, and you know those passes aren't working and stuff, those Leeds fans, we will be sat on Leeds' shoulders going, what the hell's going on? And frustration will be in the stadium. So if you can frustrate the team, you'll frustrate the fans, which will get on the team's back, because that's just what we do, really. But I can't see it lasting to half an hour. I think if Somerville starts and Nonto starts, even if Nonto's not been great, I can see it being one-way traffic. And I think any Town fan in any podcast this week, we were saying after that Cardiff game, I can't see it going any other way. And especially since Leeds have lost away yesterday, the frustration for the players will be like, right, team in bottom four here, go for it. But I have seen Leeds against Sheffield Wednesday this season, and Sheffield Wednesday just frustrated them for 90 minutes. And maybe we could be that other team who just go up in blue and white stripes and frustrate them.
Yeah, beware the wounded animal. Let's get score predictions. Thank you, Mark. Ben, you go first. Leeds against Huddersfield.
I want 4 or 5. No, normally I'm kind of like in between, but now I want 4 or 5 this week.
All right.
No excuses.
On this podcast, people always tend to give the opposition at least one, just out of kindness. But I love how cutthroat you're being. Yeah, 4-5-0. Push. All right, great. All right, Mark. What's the best you can hope for?
Well, after the Cardiff game, I thought, actually, we're going to get a proper beating. And then after seeing how frustrated Leeds got with Stoke last night, I reckon we might get 1, but I think Leeds will come out comfortable winners of like 3 or 4. Yeah.
4.
Like, yeah.
Well, listen, both enjoy.
Which hurts my soul to say. but that's where we are. You've got to be realistic, and I just don't think Town are anywhere near good enough. And I think if Leeds United turn up, who we know can turn up, it's going to be a long day. All I know is I'm just glad it kicks off at 12:30 on Saturday, so I don't have to worry about it for the rest of it at 3:00.
Yeah, you've still got half a Saturday to enjoy.
Yeah.
Thank you both. We'll catch up with you next week and see how you're both done. Cheers for now. Enjoy the game, and cheers for joining.
Cheers, boys. Good luck, Ben. Cheers.
Cheers, lads.